EPSCO is basically an engineering services company. We are working with a lot of companies to find solutions to identify various issues. Each site is different, each location has its own unique set of problems, and we'll have to create unique solutions to do the same. Take for instance, we did work with some petrol pumps where the hydrocarbon levels of gases being emitted from the soil was very high. Now that was fire risk, there was a health risk all involved in it, and it was emitting from the soil. So we had to come up with a solution. We did. We vented gases from the soil, created enough negative pressure within the soil from various points by creating bow wells and pumping it out to a higher level so that the heavy gas moved out of the zone where it was occupied and got diluted in the common air. I mean, we cannot capture this air and dispose of it because it was emitting, but for the time being, we just got it diluted at a higher height so that it did not impact as far as safety for fire or health. And such kind of solutions we've been working constantly with different people. When we worked with mercury, now that was a totally different task where the biggest risk was for my people to get those materials into mercury format. So we had people we have our teams trained to get pressurized suits so that they were not breathing any air from that environment while cleaning up that area. So we had the technology to safeguard our own team while we did these cleanups. Similarly, we have done work with lead, and we are ready to work with other substances. We also work with oil spills to clean up the soil. But everywhere we went, every location we went, we created a site-specific solution. That's why we call ourselves an engineering services company. We can find the right solution for that particular area, for that particular problem. And we've successfully done it. We've worked with international consultants who depend on us, who trust us to do this work safely for the environment, for our people, and not have any negative feedback on health or environment post that job. Our biggest skill is to record every action taken and its impact. And that's what we submit to our clients. The complete record of every activity and its impact and the data post doing the job. And we've successfully done it. And that's why we've become the go-to name by most consultants to give us engineering solutions when we do environmental cleanup. We've got our people trained in US HAZMAT courses, HAZMAT courses. Our guys are certified to handle different kind of contaminants while handling these activities. Not only to identify them, to secure them, and to dispose of them safely and record the same. So we've been successful in those areas. If you have a problem which you really need to address, give us a call. We will work with you and the regulatory authorities and find a solution that is acceptable, meeting yours and our sustainability goals. We have just started working with water. We have done work abroad. I've not done much in India as yet. Water is another element in our environment. Cannot ignore it. We've come up with problems with water in many places. People have come to us for asking for solutions. We had this case where we had this pond, not a pond, it was a large lake in fact, where it was going green. And though they had large fountains to aerate those ponds, still the amount of moss growing there was pretty high. They had two requirements. The marine life in the pond, they had a lot of expensive fishes in there, should not be affected, and the water should go blue. That meant that no chlorination or any hard chemicals could be used to clean up that. We found a solution. We found an organic solution for the same. We changed the life cycle of bacteria growth in that area, mold growth in the area, by adding supplements which promoted certain life forms to grow. In about 15 days, the water turned blue. All those stones and pebbles which had a green moss on them became clean and clear, and the marine life thrived without effect. And this was duplicated in quite a few ponds. This is one of the kind of unique projects which we say it was tailor-made for that site. We did a lot of trials before we got a solution. We created our own dummy ponds in tubs and did tests, sampling, and successfully came out with solutions. So every problem has a unique solution which we are ready to work with, spend time on, and find it. We are also experimenting in our own offices with water all the time. So it's an area which we have not grown too much in, but yes, you have a problem, speak to us. We will work with a unique solution for your site, for your problem. And we are ready to.